What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written.
I hate whiskey. I used to be an avid reader. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. Won't you look carefully at this painting? See all the suggestions that come to mind. Tell me if this is the work of madness, or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some rationality of thoughts so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
The symbol on the man's chest. It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it. A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. All I have to do is go to the port. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
almost there. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink with the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You see how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. He's gonna get us into trouble. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir. Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Be careful.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Icy grounds for not right. Well, there is no, and the weather is rough, and the winds do blow.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Well, there is no, and the weather is rough, and the wind.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
The weather is rough, and the winds do blow, comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a deadfall town.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
I see grounds for not right. Well, there is no. And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so...
Way I...
What do you mean?
Do you...
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. That'll be all for now.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the mirac...
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved... Where the...
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have...
It's true. Everything happened.
What report?
Our grandparents tasted its
and it was just...
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous...
Exact.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
If I had the wings of a girly voice, I would
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its leader and appear in various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new leader. And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
What do you think?
I laughed. My God.
I told you to beat it.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick
Nothing
your
for
nose
you
around
here
here
either.
again.
This
isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs. We go where we want.
Something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that piece back in the water, you...
See that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason.
Your father.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead...
Ah, yes. I was meant to see your soup.
Killer whales don't have any known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not letting them...
Give it a try.
Have you heard about their trenches that plunge into the earth and the shelter?
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The leads to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You're going to understand them.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those...
You think we...
To look into the real cause of its death. A miraculous catch. Is it a local...
Not at all. It's an episode from our... Go read the story of the sailor's return. It's displayed on a wall of the...
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed? With any success?
I wouldn't say that. She terrifies my management.
Can you not do anything to...
Don't you worry about that.
Manifested by blacked out.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having countersigned anything special.
And why obliterate the dates as well as the good?
You mean that the dates?
Now, I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in...
So where did the Hawkins...
Well, from what Charles inherited, although...
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for warehouse...
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked. It belonged to Charles.
I see. That explains. It's too bad I can't get my... I think that somebody here... I found the threatening letter.
What?
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly.
With any secret?
I wouldn't be cheating.
You know not.
Don't you worry.
Can you tell me where...
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So...
Can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it.
listens to us anyway.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder Edward Pierce.
Sorry. We're all a little on edge. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that?
My investigation has led me to...
That case was closed months ago.
Who are these others?
Now, why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't...
Are you saying our... Forget it.
What more can you say about the death?
Not much more. They were all burnt to death.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old. He can be unpredictable. Especially if it's strangers.
Is he a danger to the public?
No. He's in his own home.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. I don't want to...
It's a stiletto, you... And with that smell on your breath, I don't... Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
No, it's very simple, in fact.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this...
And we don't give a damn about you.
Cat. She's your boss.
What?
She's the boss, yeah. She says...
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also...
She must be quite intimidating if she... I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really...
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you...
Everybody knows that.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing and we let...
She sounds frightening you.
And she doesn't like to be taught.
What are you guarding?
Listen, bonehead.
I've got to get inside.
Oh, yeah?
She sent me to see who's...
I don't know what you're...
You got no proof to back up your claims.
If I can't get rid of those two...
What's with you wandering?
What are you guarding?
Listen.
I bid you gently. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way. You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to...
Yeah, we'll teach you.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one...
Quieter. That's all we need.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The boot.
They're protecting their territory.
They really don't have a... They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drone.
If only they would kill...
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, nothing at all.
That statue statue represents...
What do you mean by...
You wouldn't be looking down at
St. Brent until...
Peculiar how?
Yeah.
It's not...
Isn't it a bit early for...
We got nothing.
Fitzroy.
So we...
I have an offer that could...
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment. What's in it?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll...
For sure.
Liquor?
Exact.
I'll try to find some for...
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you. Go die.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have...
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion?
I bid you, gentlemen. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
You again?
No need.
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared. She's not interested in small... You, on the other hand, nose around too much?
This warehouse looks abandoned.
No doubt a question of territory. You want to know more?
Good. I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A handle. It must come from these old winches.
There's something coming.
What's with you?
We saw you. Go die
I bid you, gentlemen. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
So,
I didn't find your liquor.
There's no... Damn stupid idiots.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him that float. He'll see what...
you're back again. What?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouse.
They're part of the private property, I mean.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard...
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses...
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always...
I know.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him.
You like...
We mean...
That's true.
I heard the Hawkins found...
And all...
They were made...
You shouldn't.
We're not speaking ill.
There!
It's your proof.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So long.
You again. What can I...
What do you know about the Hawk?
If I were you...
Why not?
First off, sailors from around here screams.
Scream?
And that's not all. But I'll say no anything else.
And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here.
I read the article. Interesting.
Don't get it in you. On that day, the biggest whale they saved out.
What can you tell me?
We all knew she was famous then.
I've got what I need.
Anything?
What can you tell me?
We all knew then.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Let's say I want to...
Choices.
How much for...
$5.
I guess I'm not.
I'm not.
That'll be all for now.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble.
I told you to beat...
You saw what happened. Don't hang up.
I shall take my leave.
idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
There.
What's with you wandering?
We saw you. Go die.
What are you guarding?
Listen.
What happened to...
What makes you wear boot?
Who do you think?
What do I?
The sailors.
Who else?
She sounds
And she doesn't...
I bid you, gentlemen. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
You again? I told...
No need.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
I told you to beat it.
I know.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You again. What can I get?
Captain Fitzroy told
you want to...
Same again.
Here you go.
That's no moonshine.
You can say that.
What can you tell me?
We all knew then.
I've got what I...
Anything else?
That'll be all.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking. Go die of thirst.
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen.
What happened to...
What makes you... We're boot...
Who do you...
What do I...
The sailor.
Who else, in your opinion?
She sounds...
And she doesn't...
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
So...
Here.
Now, sit back and enjoy our performance. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think.
Let's see. Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You sent your man away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you?
Relax. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange... It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate.
So you confirm that it was removed from the... I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. Come on. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pic.
Why, you?
Come.
Okay, I get it. Can we go?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing? I've got my eye on you.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do. Well, The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum?
He talks too much.
That's, you know, Charles was told he's got nowhere to go. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
I don't believe the fire is the...
It's a very old building.
It's got nothing to do with...
So, since you already... It remains to be seen what they... Let's go up there.
I prefer to be prepared.
It's a wise attitude.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, oh, he's a remarkably sturdy...
A sad old man doesn't worry me. You're the one who looked after...
Don't think I was trying to hide it.
That's why you're so keen.
Yes. If anything else?
Night falls.
I'll go with you.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must... Charles Hawkins' grave.
I told you.
I must say...
So, Detective, does this place inspire...
Why were they buried?
I was given...
Strange idea.
Mrs. Hawkins' father?
Let's go to the...
Please give me a minute. I didn't
Poor
expect
kid.
to set foot back here after their burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting?
Poor kid.
I don't see Silas do such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that raw baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The caretaker. I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir. All right? Put down the axe.
You know how we do it, rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water. do you think you're doing? So talk, and no baloney.
The police report.
Webster.
He wants to...
The mansion is...
That's why...
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked.
You still put flowers on her grave.
Mrs. Hawkins was an
Let me shed a light on what...
I'm probably here. Go on, then.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, now that you finish your fun and game...
You're right.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happens at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working. This dinner table tells us a lot.
Well, we don't have all day.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles. Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, without Charles. Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. A child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? That lamp was thrown. This was no accident.
So, Detective, what do you make?
Much of this...
Really?
I firmly believe that... I think the...
You sure?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. The lyrics of The Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the blood stains, I'd also say that it's the same person. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This place was falling apart long before the fire. This piano is in disrepair. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692. By a book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Boys' room. Child's fort. Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it. Sleeping pills. What was wrong? What nightmarish vision? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What will her room reveal about her? Perfect. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Frances Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. Locked. This door is locked. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. A crowbar could prove useful. This door is locked. This door is locked. This door is locked. This door is blocked from the outside. This door is locked. A book on hunting whales. The island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This place was falling apart long before the fire.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for an original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.